Hello, good morning, fourth graders. Welcome to week 3 of technology class. You guys are superstars and I really miss you. And so this week we are going to be starting with our typing lessons. So I'm going to be showing you how to get into your typing account. And you also will be receiving it'll look kind of like an auto-generated email from me, and it will say like hi, and it'll have your name in it. Here is your username and password for your typing account. And so that will be your username and password that you will use every week when you go in to complete the typing assignment for the week. So it's going to work a little bit different from third grade, where you were just going in and typing for a certain amount of minutes every week. This year, instead, I will be assigning you a specific lesson that you need to complete inside of the typing account. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So if you go into the fourth grade weekly to do and you go down to week 3, you'll see a button here and it says typing. When you click on that, it's going to take you to the typing website, and you will put in your username and your password to log in. So remember, you'll need to look in your email or your parents' email and find your username and password. It's going to be an email coming from, it'll look like it's coming from me, and it'll have your information there, okay? When you put it in, you will be inside of the fourth grade tech class. And then you will go into assignments. And for this week, your first assignment is a typing assessment. So everybody is going to take the same typing assessment. It will take you 5 minutes. Oh my goodness, how hard is that? You are going to be typing for 5 minutes, and then after you're done with it, it will come, the information will come back to me, and it'll give me an idea of where you're at. How fast are you? How many words per minute? How many mistakes? How accurate are you? And so that way we can see where you are. Obviously, a lot more of your assignments are through the computer, so typing is something that you really need to be getting faster and better at, right? Because it makes your life easier. So in order to get 100 on this assignment, you will need to go into the typing account, complete the 5-minute typing assessment, and then it will tell me whether or not you did it, okay? And it will also give me your score. So it's super easy this week, and it's just a good start. And then every week I will be having a new assignment for you inside of the typing account. So please make sure, write your username and password down in your notebook or write it somewhere. And then that way you can every week log in and be completing the assignment that I give to you. Alrighty? Okay, the next thing that we are going to be starting this week are our second step lessons. So if you remember back in the previous years, we would do these lessons usually every other week, every third week, and these are super important. Why are they important? Well, because technology is such a big part of all of our lives, especially for you guys, right? This new young generation that's coming up. Everything is on technology. I mean, look at us. We're doing our class through technology, using technology to do technology class, right? So we really can't forget about important things that really matter, like being a human being, right? And caring about other people. And so we are going to be continuing. And this year, the curriculum for fourth grade, they have video stories every week. So I think you'll really enjoy them. They're like short video stories with kids your age dealing with things that kids your age deal with. And it's going to be a little bit tricky for me because normally we are together in the classroom and we have discussions. You guys raise your hands, you share your thoughts on the questions, I ask you questions, and it's going to be tough for me, honestly, because I don't have you guys to ask the questions to. So I'm going to be kind of going through the questions, and I'll probably just use Mr. Legoman to help me out, only because then I feel like I'm not talking to myself, right, Mr. Legoman? You don't mind.
Oh, I love helping out, especially with the fourth graders.
I know, because they love you. So, okay. So our lesson number 1 is, the topic is empathy and respect. And so the first question that I have for you guys is, do you remember what empathy is? Does anybody remember? So think about it for a minute. See if you remember what it is. Lego Man, do you want to just take a guess and see?
Well, I think that empathy is when you pretend like you put somebody else's shoes, like you're walking in their shoes.
Yeah, you remember from that video, right? Yeah, and so it's like you're pretending to, how do they feel, right? It's not like you're actually putting their shoes on, but you're thinking to yourself, how does it feel to be them, what they're going through? You're trying to understand somebody else. And this is really important, especially with technology. It's really hard when we are on, I'm just holding up my phone really quick, but when we're sending a text, right? Or like a message through one of the messenger apps, it's really hard sometimes to understand how somebody's feeling. Why is that? Why is that?
Well, it's because you don't always see them. And so you're just typing it and you don't always actually see their face or hear them.
Oh, I just realized your mask is like totally messed up. Yeah, that is a good point, Lego Man. It's, you know, when we are on technology, a lot of the times we can't see the person and we really don't know, right, exactly how they're feeling about something, their tone of voice, what their face looks like. And so it's important that we take time to learn about these things, okay? All right, so I'm gonna put the video on and then we're gonna talk about it. So while we're watching, I want you to think about, what did the girl in the video say was one of the most important things that you're going to be learning, okay? So let me shut my video and I'll put on this video for you guys to watch.
So, you know how in school you usually study subjects like math or spelling or reading or writing? Those are all important. But in the Second Step program, you'll be studying a subject that's just as important. You. What's it like to be your age? What's it like to be a fourth grader in your school? What are some of the problems that you have to deal with? How can you be successful this year at school? One of the most important things you'll be learning is the idea of empathy. What does that mean? Empathy means that you can feel or understand what someone else is feeling. For instance, in order for me to understand what it's like to be a fourth grader, for me to have empathy for you, I had to know what it's like to be in your shoes. Which is a pretty good idea. I think I'll give it a try.
Whoa, that was kind of weird, but fun. Now remember, we can do this through the magic of video, but please don't try it yourself at home. Hey, I get to go to recess. That was cool. You kids get to have all the fun. Oh, right, we're talking about empathy. You'll meet a lot of these kids and watch them work through problems with friends and deal with strong emotions. You'll get to see and understand how they feel. That's Enrique. It's his first day in a new school, and he's really worried about finding new friends that like the same thing he likes. There's Maya. We'll find out what happens when a game she's playing goes awry and she loses her cool. That's Alicia. Her friends are going to pressure her to do something she really doesn't want to do. She'll have to make a decision. Emma's going to have a conflict with James about using the computer in the computer lab. It'll be your job to figure out what they could do to solve their problem. You'll also meet Ethan and watch him using his calming down skills to deal with anxiety over a test. Over the next several weeks, you'll follow their stories and...
Who are you talking to?
Oh, and that's Derek. You watch him insult one of his friends, and then he'll have to take responsibility for his actions. That's an interesting story. Anyway, you'll follow these kids' stories, learn how they feel, and most important of all, talk about what you might do in the same situation. You'll learn important skills that will help you get along better, manage emotions, and solve problems so you can do well in school and in life. That all starts with empathy, feeling or understanding how someone else is feeling. Having empathy helps you treat others in a respectful way. In fact, that's what you're going to talk about today. Well, it's time for me to be an adult again. I have to get back to class before recess is over.
I have to say, I had fun being your age. I liked walking in your shoes. And now, back to class.
Okay, so cute little introductory video there, but they did bring up two important words that you will be hearing a lot during this curriculum as we go through the lessons throughout the year. And the first word was the word empathy, right? And so thinking back to what they said in the video, my question would be for you guys is, what is it, right? And so we just had Lego Man answer, so hopefully it helped you guys, but it really is just stopping and saying to yourself, gosh, how is that person feeling? You know, what are they going through, right? And so this is a really important skill, and we need to use this more, even more nowadays because of technology, simply because we are on it so much. And it can become so easy to just text something and not even stop and think, how is this going to sound when somebody looks at it, right? Or type something, or even just saying things, because maybe we became so out of touch, you know, with our feelings and with how other people feel that we just blurt things out and we don't even stop and think before we speak, right? So that's part of empathy. And the other word that they talked about was respect. So my question for you guys is, what is respect and what does it look like to be respectful? So Lego Man, I'll throw that question to you.
Well, I would say that having respect and being respectful is listening to your teacher, listening to your friends, using nice words. What else? Playing Legos with your friend, of course. Well, kind of. But yes, I like what you're onto. It's definitely is, you know, listening, right? When you're listening to someone, you're looking at them with your eyes, you're listening with your ears, you're showing respect that, oh, I care about what you're saying, right? If if you were talking to me and I was just looking over here, or maybe I was on my phone, like, oh, what'd you say? Oh, what'd you say? Right? How would you feel? You're like, gosh, I would feel so disrespected. They weren't really even looking at me. They don't care what I have to say. And so that's really important that we stop. We pause whatever we're looking at, a video, whatever device we're on. We look at the person, right? We give them respect. And Lego Man, you brought up some other things, using nice, kind words. Yeah, that's important. Part of being respectful is thinking about the words that come out of our mouth. Are they respectful? Are they kind? Are they uplifting? Or are they a put down, right? And we're going to learn about what a put down is, but it's pretty much when you're using words that are just cruel and harsh to make somebody feel bad. And we don't want to be those kind of people. We want to be the kind of people that when the words come out of our mouth, it makes somebody feel good about themselves and good about the situation, right? And so we really need to stop and be conscious of this every day. How do I sound, whether it's through my voice when I'm speaking, through my writing, through a text, through a game I'm playing online,
whatever it is, through something I'm sending in a messenger, how do I come off? Is it respectful, right? So that's part of what we will be learning. And I have a cute video to show you guys right now. And this is our empathy music video. And so our homework assignment that you guys are going to be working on is actually all about this video. So let me put it on and then I'll tell you guys a little bit about it.
Strong feelings coming from within. Hard to see another's point of view when you're in your own skin. Changing your perspective, thinking through your stuff. Empathy's not easy when the going gets rough. You know that it may be hard to think it through. Other people feeling different because they're not you. You gotta walk in their shoes. Take a look and see what they're seeing. Walk in their shoes. Try to understand what it would feel like to be them. You gotta walk in their shoes. Empathy is what we're saying. Recognize those feelings. You felt them too. That's empathy. You see she's getting angry. You felt that feeling too. Embarrassed, jealous, scared, strong emotions through and through. Empathy's the pathway to recognize and walk, so you can dish out some compassion and really walk the talk. People showing strong feelings, what do you do? Show them that you get it. Treat them with kindness through and through. You gotta walk in their shoes. Take a look, see what they're seeing. Walk in their shoes. Try to understand what it would feel like to be them. You gotta walk in their shoes. Empathy is what we're saying. Recognize those feelings and reach out to.
Such a cute video. Everybody always loves to watch that one and everyone thinks it's so cute and funny. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But the assignment that goes along with that, let me pull it up, hang on, is it asks you to take a look at the, oh, sorry, now I lost fourth grade. It asks you to take a look at the lyrics and then think about what do you think they mean. So let me show you guys. Here it is. Okay, so I'll email this over to you guys and then I'll tell you how you can work on it. So it has the lyrics, so it says you got to walk in their shoes, take a look and see what they're seeing, right? And so try to understand what it would feel like to be them. So it says, what do the lyrics mean to us? What do we think empathy means? And how do these lyrics relate to respect? And what does respect mean to us? So what I would like you to do this week, you can either print this at home and handwrite it in and then take a picture and send it to me, or you can go into Google Docs and you can type the question and then type the answer, and then you can share it with me. So I'll just give you a choice, whichever one is easier for you. But I would like you to be thoughtful in this, and I'm really going to be looking forward to reading your responses, because this is really just the core foundation of what we really are learning here in technology class with these lessons, is that they really are so important to our technology life, right? And so we really need to be having these also in our minds while we're using technology. And like an example I can give you, when you're working on this homework, it's respectful for you to put your name, put a heading, to type it correctly. And when you send it to me, you can send an email. Hi, Mrs. Erica, here's my second step lesson 1 assignment. Have a nice day, and sign your name. The way that we talk through, the way when we type up an email, right? And we send a message to somebody, we need to stop and think, am I being respectful in the way that I'm sending this to the person? Or am I just saying, oh, here you go, here it is, take it, right? And then that sounds really disrespectful. So this is really important for you guys as you're getting older now, and you're having to use technology more. Okay, so have fun with this. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos that we showed. And if you have any questions about this assignment, let me know. And then thank you so much to the kids who sent in the how to save as homework from last week in the Google Docs. I did get it from a lot of you. If you didn't do it yet, you can send it over to me this week, okay? All right, guys, I hope you're keeping up with everything. Let me know if you need anything or if I can help. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. And thank you, Lego Man, for helping me.
Of course, I love to help out, especially with my 4th graders. Love you guys. Miss you guys.
Yep, we'll see you guys soon. Bye.